PR means permanent residency, and in the UK we call it as ILR, which means indefinite leave to remain, which means settlement on a permanent basis, which means you don't need any visa sponsorship after getting ILR. It gives you the right to live, work, and study here for as long as you like and apply for benefits if you're eligible. So today I'm going to discuss all the important documents which are needed to settle in the UK on a permanent basis. Just a little reminder to all of you, to settle in the UK, you can apply for settlement for most of the visa categories. You can apply on a basis of 5 years or 10-year basis, depending on your visa status. So irrespective of whichever basis you apply, you need to submit the same kind of documents for ILR. So today I'll discuss documents that are needed for a 5-year settlement route. Hello guys, I'm Sarika and welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. Thank you everyone for encouraging and supporting me in my YouTube journey. So today's agenda is to help you prepare for UK's PR so that you're aware in advance without any last minute surprise, and you can file your own ILR application without any help from a solicitor. So for today's example, I'm considering 5-year route for UK skill visa, as this is the most common UK work visa which is granted to most of you guys. So first I'll cover documents needed for the main applicant, and then I'll cover documents needed for your partner who was on your dependent visa, and at the end I'll share few tips. So before I start with the documents, just wanted to let you know that there are 3 eligibility criteria to apply ILR. Number 1, you should have lived and worked in the UK for 5 years. Number 2, you should meet the salary requirement as set by the UK government. And number 3, you should continue to be needed for your job and meet the salary requirements after you get indefinite leave to remain. You will need a document from your employer sponsor to confirm this. Now, when to apply? The earliest you can apply is 28 days before you have been in the UK for 5 years on a qualifying visa. So a few questions which you guys had asked me on Instagram was, do we calculate 28 days from visa stamping or do we calculate from visa expiry date? So the answer is you should calculate your 28 days from the date of visa stamping. Now, let's talk about the documents needed for the main applicant. So in total, there are around 11 documents needed for the main applicant. I'll start with the 2 main documents which are needed to be supplied by your employer. Number 1 is absence letter. So this is a letter from your employer detailing the reason for work-related absences, including periods of paid annual leave from UK. So this took me the longest time to do, as I had to check my passport and check for all the entry and exit dates when I left the UK for last 5 years. So I created a proper Excel sheet for this and also included the number of days of absence and also added reasoning for my absence. Once my Excel was ready, I shared it with my employer, which they verified with the leave absence system and provided a letter confirming my absence both for personal and work related. Second document from the employer is called employment certificate, which should state that you are still required for your job, your employment start date, your current job title, shortage occupation code, your current salary, your contracted weekly hours, confirmation that your salary is equal to or above the minimum salary set by the government. And if you are currently on maternity or paternity, you need confirmation of the date this started, your salary immediately before the leave, and what will be your salary on return. So I have both the templates with me. If you want me to share the template, do let me know in the comment section below. And if I get more than 20 requests, I'll upload it on my website, yourknowledgebuddy.com/download. Third document, you need to book and pass life in the UK test, and once you pass the exam, you will have to provide the passing reference number when you apply for ILR. Fourth document, provide evidence of the English language requirements, which you can do by either providing NARIC, the new name is ECCTIS, or IELTS. I recommend you to go for ECCTIS because this certificate never expires. However, IELTS expires in 2 years. Fifth document is your passport. You need to submit all passports, new, old, and scan all the pages of your passport, even the pages which are blank. The sixth document is your final degree certificate from your university or college. The seventh document is your declaration and consent form, which you can download while filling your application online. So you need to print and then sign it and scan the document back and upload it on the website. The eighth document is your current biometric residence permit. So again, scan both the front and the back page. Ninth document is your most recent payslip from your employer. 10th document is your most recent bank statement. And the 11th document is your ECCTIS letter that confirms the qualification meets or exceeds the recognized standard of bachelor's or master's degree or a PhD in the UK and confirm the level of English to which the degree was taught or researched. If you are on maternity or paternity break, then you should provide your last pay slip and bank statement before you went on break. Now, let's talk about dependence documents that are needed when you apply for ILR. Number one is obvious, your passport. So your new and old passport, again scan all the pages of your passport, even the pages which are blank. Number two is proof of English language. So again, either NARIC or IELTS, but the IELTS level is only B1, which is easier to pass. So just Google Trinity College IELTS. If you're going for NARIC, you will have to submit them your final degree, medium of instruction language, which is called MOI, and transcript. I have two separate videos on my channel, which I will link here for your reference. Number three, Life in UK test. Number four, BRP card. Again, scan both the front and back pages. Number five, if you're using NARIC, you also need to submit your degree certificate. Now, I'll share two more documents which are needed, which you need to submit if you're applying as a couple. Number one, you need to prove that you both are living together. So you need to show any bills where both of your names are included, like council bill or say broadband or even gas or electricity bill. You need to submit this for last 5 years. Number two, we also submitted additional document as a marriage certificate just to be on safer side. However, this is not a mandatory document. Now, how to apply? You will have to apply online, but before that, make sure you check that if you are eligible or not by the links which are provided below. Once you fill your application here, you will be taken to a third-party site for payment. On the payments page, you have three options. Number one is the normal service, where you have to pay £2,389, which takes around 6 months from the date of biometric, and you cannot leave the country till the time you don't get your passport back. Number two is the priority service, which will cost you additional £500, where they will give your ILR within 5 working days after your biometric. Number three is super priority, which will cost you additional £800, where you'll get ILR within 48 hours after biometric. So let's talk about total cost. I would say keep a budget of around £3,000 per application. As you can see, there are so many costs involved, like say Life in the UK exam, this will cost you £50. Online application will cost you minimum £2,400. So keep more budget aside if you want to avail the priority service. IELTS exam will also cost you £150. And if you want earlier biometric slot as well, for that you need additional money. And even NARIC certificate will cost you £150. But if you use the priority service of NARIC, it will cost you £150 for 48-hour service. Time for some tips. I would like to share my few tips before we wrap this video. So number one, get all your documents ready almost 1 month in advance, as your employer may take time to provide you both the documents. Number two, prepare for Life in the UK test, and again plan to do this 2 months in advance. We both booked the test and then started preparing 3-4 days before the exam. Number three, whenever you travel abroad during these 5 years, keep an Excel sheet and mark the exit and entry date so that it will be easier for you when you file your ILR. So those are my top 3 tips. Good luck to everyone who's planning or will be planning to apply for ILR in the UK. If you want me to do a demo video, do let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video till the end, and I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.